Coming up on this episode of The Brain Drain Show.
My full name is Ace Pelka. Pelka is Polish, so I'm Polish. My dad's more Filipino than Polish, so I got some Filipino in me. Perfect weather in Cologne, and then I get here and it's just pouring rain. I've had a lot of curry here. It's been great. Apparently, curry's #1 here, so I've been drinking some tea in the mornings. You know, I have to have tea while I'm here. I mean, even just how you guys, when you say what's up, you say, "You all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, everything's all good." Like, why are you asking? It's been humbling being here. That was crazy, like going to Lucero's house, seeing all his artwork, seeing his boards. And your boy, Sam Beckett, hit me up. Everyone under a Dwindle company knew, but we were all scared to leave, right? And I know the boards were selling, so I was kind of excited, like, hey, like, you know, when do the royalties come in, right? Okay, next month. Next thing you know, almost a year's gone by. Talking to Weiss, I was like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I think I'm like over this, you know? I love skateboarding to death, but like, I know how the industry is, and I'm not gonna put all my eggs in that basket. That's the thing, is Madness was killing it. Like, I think they were the top selling board brand out of Dwindle. People get confused because, you know, it turned into a lot of like, fuck Madness, fuck Dwindle. And it was like, no, like, it's above Dwindle. Arbor has a really good creative art team. They give me like full creative control. But I just know they've been around 20 plus years and they take care of their people. Joey Brzezinski is a good friend of mine. He was like, dude, you know, jump over to Footprint. We're at this surf shop and they're like, yeah, actually Bam was just here an hour ago. We're like, yeah, right. And then all of a sudden, Bam and his girlfriend show up. We're like, what? My name's Ace Pelka. You're watching The Brain Drain Show, and we're going to roll the credits.
Good evening and welcome to another great episode of The Brain Drain Show with me, Forde Brookfield. Joined to my left is the one and only, the guy I could not live without.
Toby, Batchelor. Hello.
Toby, Batchelor, and very special episode.
Yeah.
Joined to our left, he's flew all the way over from America just for this. For no other reason. It's the one and only
Ace Pelka.
Ace Pelka. Round of applause in the studio audience, please.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, dude.
Thanks for having me, guys. Stoked to be here.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm really sweaty.
It's because of all these new lights, I think.
Yeah.
And because Ace is in the building.
Nervous,
You're
right?
probably nervous because Ace is sat here.
We spoke a little bit earlier. How was Germany? Cologne, wasn't it?
Yeah, Cologne.
With the, what was the reason? There was an Arbor stockist over there, wasn't it? Or something?
Yeah. Concrete Wave Skate Shop.
Right.
Shout out Heiko. Yeah, he took good care of me for a few days, and I just went out and did a signing, did a little
nice.
Skatepark demo. It was more of like skating with everyone, you
Yeah.
know, because it was just me. So yeah, just pretty much hung out and was there for like a few days. And
Is there no German Arbor riders, any flow riders or anything like that?
there's not, no.
So just you doing
So
doing
we're
the
gonna need
demo.
that soon. hopefully.
One man band.
Yeah, it was.
That must be pretty intense just turning up.
Yeah, thankfully some of the kids and guys skated with me, so it felt more like a session rather than a demo. I was like, hopefully I don't just show up and I'm like having to skate alone in front of everyone, because that would kind of suck.
Fuck that. That sounds like hell.
I don't feel like a lot of skateboarding demos or appearances happen like that now, do they? Where it's kind
No,
of
I
like
think-
gated off.
yeah.
In the
No,
UK anyway.
no, not at all. Normally, I think you get the kids trying to like take out the pros nowadays.
Yeah,
and
because
show them up, you know.
they're all in so good.
The hometown
Everyone's good.
heroes.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
See, I've never dealt with that because every park I used to go to, I'd just shut it down.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
It's hard out there, dude.
No, I'm only joking.
Is this your first time in the UK?
First time. Well, I've had plenty of layovers here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
First time driving on the left side of the road. Yeah,
How's that feel when you're doing that first time?
dude, it's freaking weird. Especially because he's got a stick shift car.
Yeah.
So it's like
Everyone
you-
over here drives
Okay,
stick
yeah.
shift.
Like a manual, yeah.
Yeah,
An
no,
automatic's a
but
bit
it's
more
like
of a
left
rare.
hand.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
and it's like, I'm like, I can't even imagine that. You know, you're using your feet and then you got the left
Like
hand.
skate and switch.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
like-
much. Yeah, like starting over.
Yeah.
That was...
It's so ingrained though, isn't it? Yeah, it would be weird.
Yeah, I
Skate
mean,
and switch.
You don't really think of little things like that. So a couple of years ago, I had Dearman stay over from the barrier court.
yeah, he's
And
rad.
all he wanted to do, he was like, he wants an English cup of tea, he wants a curry, and he wants to be in the passenger seat on the opposite side to what he would in Canada. And it blew his mind. I mean, he didn't say anything because he was in the balaclava all day, so he was very just...
Did you ever see him with the balaclava off?
Yeah, of
of course
course.
you did.
Yeah, of course.
What's he look like?
A regular guy.
Okay. That's good.
But we walked into his hotel, me and my mate,
He-
and he undid his suitcase, and he got his balaclava out, and he like put it on the floor, and he was like, "There it is, boys." And we were just like,
Oh,
the most
man.
famous mask in the whole of skateboarding is right there. But anyway,
Guess he
So what
must
does he
be.
look like?
dude's like, he's got to be like 46 or something now,
Really?
but he's still skating really good because he's been vegan since he was like 16. He's never, he doesn't drink. He's not drank for a
Wow.
long time, doesn't smoke, and he's Yeah, and then when he came over, I was like, right, I'll take you to a barrier. And all of our barriers here are like really tall. We know not much transition.
Nothing, yeah.
And I like took him
Yeah,
to
there's like a bottom part of barriers over here that is
Where it's
just
just
a concrete wall. You know,
Wow.
there's no like to it.
I'm sure he did fine on it though, right?
Well, I took him to one, and he like looked at it, and I was like, "Do your thing, then, Mister Darkwood." and it was just a flat bit of wall, but he's still, he's
still got
some of
it
the
there.
stuff I took him to. It's unreal to see him skate something that.
Yeah, I'd love to
That's
skate
deep.
with him.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's inspiring.
He's a really rad dude. If you manage to get hold of him, like
I
just
heard
used
a
to-
theory that there was multiple Deermans.
They could quite easily.
No,
do
That
that,
there's
yeah.
more than one, but maybe that's just for the videos. More than one of them put on the mask.
No, there's different barrier cult members.
Yeah,
But there's only
I thought there was multiple.
there's only one Deerman.
Multiple Deermen. Yeah.
There's only one deer man. How was your first few days in the UK then with driving on the wrong side of the road? And,
Oh, it was cool. It
Yeah.
was. I was glad I wasn't driving because it was
Yeah.
pretty hectic, pretty confusing. You guys have pretty interesting roundabouts too. Roundabouts
yeah, it's
and
pretty fucked, isn't it?
the way the streets emerge. I'm like, man, I don't know how you do it, you know. But it's cool. It's fun to
Yeah.
witness. And then first few days were good, but it rained, so we were kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
dodging
Welcome
the rain.
to England.
I heard, so I came from perfect weather in Cologne, and then I get here and it's just pouring rain. But you know, it dried up pretty quick. We went to Manchester the first day, and
Manchester
it's been fun.
rains all the time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rainy
Yeah.
city.
Where did you fly into? Heathrow.
No, I flew into
Oh, you were coming from Cologne, weren't you? So you could
wait, where did I fly into?
Stansted, Luton.
I think I did fly into Heathrow.
Luton.
Can't even remember now.
What's how's the English food? Have you had anything super British yet? Like
Well, I apparently curry's number one here, so I was so thrown off. I was like, "What? Indian food is like your guys' number one?"
Yeah.
oh, so you've had one already? A curry.
I've had a lot of curry here. It's been great.
That's what Deerman had as well. But Joxer took us around his house and made one from scratch.
I'm just thinking about tomorrow night. Everyone's going to go out for a curry, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's normally what happens after the
After
Volta.
that
I
event,
had a feeling, yeah.
big curry. Yeah.
Everyone goes.
I've had some baked beans for breakfast.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
That's
So-
we don't do that in the States.
Yeah. Some dudes from the States find it really weird. They're like, "You have beans
Yeah.
on toast," and I'm like, "That's
Yeah, it's
pretty
fucking
common."
good.
It's good though. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Been drinking some tea in the mornings. You know, I have to have
Nice.
tea while I'm here. What else? Yeah, that's kind of it. Oh, sticky toffee pudding.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I mean, that's not even a common one for me to have a sticky
Well,
toffee pudding.
it's a traditional British
Yeah.
dessert, I guess. Isn't it?
yeah, the boys were saying I had to try one.
Yeah, it's good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that
Oh, it's
shit.
good.
Did
Yeah,
you have it
they're
with ice cream?
Rice cream?
Ice cream next to it, vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, I think it was sticky toffee pudding in ice cream, so it was like hot and cold.
Oh, right, okay.
It was
Oh, okay.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
it was great.
Right,
It's the little things in life, isn't it, that really make.
sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah.
Oh my
make,
gosh,
he's gonna
I'm
go
gonna
home
I'm
and
gonna
tell
miss
everyone.
that when I go home.
Yeah, you can probably get some, take some with you.
Okay.
Send me your address. I'll send you a ready-made
Yeah,
curry
ship me
in
a
a
box.
plastic TV meal container. It'll be absolutely terrible, but
You
you'll
could
love it.
overnight it maybe.
So overall, yeah, how's the trip? Like, you've been avoiding the rain?
Yeah, no, we did good. I mean, the first day, we were like, oh man, it doesn't look like it's stopping. It was pouring. We drove to Manchester. So Leeds was pouring because we were staying in Leeds.
Yeah.
Drove to Manchester and then it's pouring there. And then we went to that park you have to pay for under a bridge just to get some skating in
Fuck, I forgot. Projects.
in Manchester.
Concrete projects.
The cage
Yeah,
one.
I think it's the
pump
cage. Yeah,
But
yeah.
The project. Yeah.
Yeah.
People
All the
from
coping's super small.
People from Manchester
Right.
will hate that I called it projects because it's known as the cage.
The cage, yeah. It was
And
the
it's all
cage.
open, isn't it? So if it does rain, it still can get
Yeah.
pretty wet.
It gets in the sides, but so that was like a good warm up. It stayed pretty dry. Yeah, that's it right there.
And you met my good friend, and I'd just filmed a video, well, just a year ago, filmed a video part of him, Seb.
Yeah,
So
Seb's-
that dude
Seb's
is
the
so
man.
cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's here tomorrow as well.
Oh, he's coming.
Yeah, because he works for Monster, so he's managed to worm his way in with Monster to come here to promote it. But I think he's just probably going to chill and skate.
He just wants to hang out.
He's so cool. He's
Yeah,
really
we
rad.
met a lot of cool dudes. They have a good crew over there. Dude,
It's
honestly,
huge.
like spots have been pretty ripped up. I mean,
Yeah.
we're our buddy Reese, the photographer, was
Yeah,
taking us out
from
to spots
Vague.
in Leeds and in Manchester, and we'd go there and I'd be like, "What about this?" He'd be like, "Oh no, someone did that. Someone did that." someone
Grant
did
Taylor
that."
shut down the hot dog humps as well. You put up the video.
Yeah,
of him.
we skated that last night actually. So that was right by our hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that spot is fun. We found a sign for it. We got some tricks on it. It was fun.
Oh, banging. And you're working on a UK tour video through Vague?
Yeah, I think it's pretty loose, but yeah, so I got me and then Jordan and Will here, and they're both riding for Arbor Europe.
Jordan's amazing too.
Dude, he's insane.
Jordan's
He
incredible.
unfortunately got hurt. He tried to skate a pretty big rail yesterday and got like a dead leg, so I think he's out. But he got some good stuff. All the boys got good stuff, and I think
Jordan's
we're gonna try to
always
make.
been sick.
He's been
sick
around
for a long time.
He's one of those.
Yeah,
He's always
he's
been
gnarly.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully get like a YouTube edit out of it, and then we got some photos. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
it'll be sick to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we start with just do the basics and go in that way?
Well, the first thing I want to know, Ace Pelka.
Yeah.
That name is incredible.
Thank you.
Like, what's the origins of Ace
So Pelka is Polish. So I'm Polish.
Okay, that makes
Is
sense.
that on your mother or father's side?
So they're both Polish. My dad's more Filipino than Polish, so I got some Filipino in me. My dad's like way darker than me. Like his side, like they look like islanders, and then my mom's side is pretty Polish.
Yeah.
Ace. So my full name, I'll say it on camera. A lot of people don't know.
Well, hold on. Get ready for this. Are you ready?
Drum roll.
Exclusive. Go.
My full name is Acelyn Pelka.
Acelyn
So
Pelka.
my mom she gave us all weird names. Me and my sisters, we all got crazy A names, and she was like, "I'm gonna name him Acelyn, and we'll nickname him Ace." So she nicknamed me before I was born.
Nice.
Oh, amazing.
And then I just ended up kind of going by Ace because, well, first off, no one knew how to like spell or pronounce Acelyn. And I was like pretty insecure about the name growing up in school because everyone would botch it. So I just went by Ace.
It's a good name for a pro skater, isn't it? Ace Pelka.
There's just certain names, isn't there, that stick
Yeah,
out?
I mean,
it fits it.
thankfully, you won't have to probably run into anyone else who like has the same name, which happens sometimes in skating, you know.
Do you have you had anyone be like, so your name's Ace? You obviously skate for Ace.
So I used to ride for Ace.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, so
Indie now,
I get
right?
that joke a lot. I used to ride for them years ago when I was younger, and then got the indie offer, so I went there, you know. But yeah, it's
Indie
it's
for
a
life,
funny one.
man.
Yeah. I love indies, man.
Unless
Ace are sending us some free trucks, which they usually do, which Ace for life.
So you guys are open to
Yeah, well, we get stuff sent for like product reviews
we're
and
very
do little
easily
manipulated.
manipulated.
I can see. Yeah, you guys are bought out.
It
for
doesn't.
sure.
It doesn't take a lot for us to be pushed over.
Okay.
Definitely.
We'll see what happens after this.
Where did you grow up then?
Michigan. So I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and did not skate there. It was like, well, there is some skaters from there. I mean, Josh Kalis is from there.
Big up, Josh
Amazing.
Kalis.
Yeah,
You
shout
ever
out
run
Josh
into him?
Kalis. No, so I didn't. I was a kid and I didn't know anything about skating. It was totally off the radar. I just played soccer and sports and
Okay.
did snow stuff because we had like 6-7 month long winters. And then we came to California. My dad got a job out there, so we moved out there when I was like 8. And of course, within a month of living in California in a neighborhood with a bunch of kids, everyone skates, and they would just come by like, "Hey, do you skate? You have a skateboard?" And I think right before I moved from Michigan to California, my uncle had got me a Birdhouse Tony Hawk board. He was the one dude who like had an idea of what California was, and I think he liked skating, maybe did it a little bit, but no one in my family skated, and he got that for me, and it just stayed in storage. So when I moved to California, I started using it, and I loved it.
Did anyone in your family skate? Did you say your brother? Because I've not got a single family member that skates.
Yeah, my two. So when I started in 1988, it was kind of like the Back to the Future, Police Academy 4 kind of Gleaming the Cube time. So my cousins, they both skated, and there was a skate park where they were from in Southend, and we used to go there, and then we got into it, me and my brother, and then my brother skated for a few years, but there's the ice cream man. Can you hear that?
I know.
That's
I'm actually thinking about it now.
That's what they sound
He'll
like
be
out
there
here.
tomorrow.
My cousin tickled with skating.
I wonder what you're going to say then. Your cousin tickled what?
Tickled my ass for a couple of months.
Say, he always has to take it too
You
far.
said-
Dude, I love your guys' slang out here.
You
I've been
said-
writing down. I have a journal of all the
yeah.
British slang.
What's the best you've been hearing then?
Oh, dude. I mean, even just how you guys, when you say what's up, you say, "You okay?
You're all right.
You all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, everything's all good." Like, why are you asking? You know?
English accent, by the way, is 10 out of 10. You've got it. You've got it.
No, the guys are saying I'm pretty bad. I've been practicing. Gotta get some water.
Oh,
So-
that's
I need
such
some
a
water.
classic, isn't it?
So who you've been with? So Alan is Ace from Bristol, I guess, but
A
his,
London.
yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's got the London-esque accent, which is similar to mine. But like these guys from the Midlands,
Midlands and North.
I got
It's
some.
something
I'm with
else.
some Welshmen too.
Oh, of
and
course,
then
right.
they've been beefing the whole time.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's like North and South Wales thing or something. I don't know.
I think because Seb's English and was taught by Americans,
I
so
know.
he's got that kind of very
I know.
interesting.
He sounded like a full American to me.
Yeah,
And
but
he
he's
said
still
he
got
lived-
he's still got the English twang when he's like, "Oh, you."
Yeah, no, it's I didn't realize how many different accents you have out
It's
here.
crazy how
Like,
you can
Every
go
50
like
miles.
like town to
Yeah.
town. Yeah, it's
like,
pretty neat.
from here in Derby to Chesterfield, which is half an hour further north.
We'll get
Yeah.
Shipman on here and just have a conversation with Shipman. You'll have no idea what he said.
The accent changes
Yeah,
in just
some
like
of them
30
get
miles.
thick. Yeah.
It's
Shipman
mad.
was proper like,
Yeah, he
"You're
had a
right there, Rock. How they doing, la?"
Yeah, there's
And it's like,
That's
what?
crazy.
It's like,
I also thought it was Derby, and then they're like, no, Derby.
Derby.
yeah, it's
I was
dark
like,
with
really?
like an A.
Derby. Come on.
Because you have Derby in California, don't you? Isn't it?
We have a Derby in California.
The snake.
We have a Derby skate park. That's one of
Yeah.
the OG Santa Cruz parks.
yeah.
Yeah, that park always looks sick.
Oh gosh.
Some good Andy Roy footage.
Yeah.
From there back
Is
in the day.
The lips on it's kind of like a snake run, isn't it?
It's a snake run, and then you can slide and kind of grind the lips. They're
So
like
they're rounded,
like
aren't they?
rounded,
Yeah.
so they feel crazy to grind, but they like tail slide, nose bone slide
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good, and you can go so fast there.
Some good footage of Zarosh
Who
at
was I
those as
talking
well.
to the
Yeah.
other day about? We were just, I think it was Sean, or maybe Ben. I don't know. How good is the regular nose blunt slide? Just on anything done well, like a regular
Yeah.
frontside nose blunt slide coming out forward.
It's a classic trick.
Like when Guy Mariano did that in video days, and it was like, holy shit, that is a trick. I've never been asked to do it properly, but like,
Yeah.
that is a sign of a solid human who can do a nose
Just a
blunt
nose. Yeah, they feel
and
good.
pop out and do
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
on, like some people have the ability to slide on anything.
Yeah.
That's a good trick. Sorry, I went into one then. Right, let's
yeah.
go back.
Someone who's doing really good at the first Volta roll, like kickflip, backside nose blunt slide.
Dave
Remember
Davies?
that? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was wild.
What do you do that on?
There's
Just with a
like
little
a
ledge
small
outside.
out ledge out.
Oh, on the
small
ledge.
out there. Yeah,
That's gnarly.
yeah, not on the curve.
I was
You,
like,
like
what?
slapping into it.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
What as you came in and saw the curb set up outside, what are you thinking about that? It looks fun.
Oh, I'm thinking it looks so fun.
Get
I'm
some rails
thinking
on.
we've been skating some pretty crusty, gnarly
Same,
UK spots, so
Yeah.
this is a breath of fresh air, dude.
Before
I'm excited.
Before we go any further, can you go on YouTube? Because I want to show him Will's quick minute takeover
do
on
that,
the
do that.
curbs. But this is our friend Will that also skates for Rollersnakes. He
Okay, cool.
He just bought out an incredible part as well. But he's on those 7.5 zip zingers there too. So they're
Yeah, he's
absolutely.
cruisy.
Yeah, he's been like that for
Wow.
years. He's really good.
Yeah,
But
he's-
I've been saying
he's
to him like,
sick.
please come down on Friday and just if Ace
Is
is
he gonna
here,
be here
I'm gonna-
tomorrow?
No, he's not one for
He doesn't like
public
crowds and
appearances.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh man, he's gnarly.
he's incredible.
He won already. Is it a contest?
No, it's just a jump.
Okay. Well, he won, you know.
Yeah,
But-
he's
Dude, this curb looks fun.
Yeah, we got the up curb at the end now.
Damn, I've tried that trick so many times, never done it. The switch front crook fakie flip. Oh, that's whoa, dude, that was crazy.
This is it. Ace Pelka reviewing Will Sayer. I'm
Guess-
telling you,
I guess
Will.
So.
And he's got these two little dogs. Those two little dogs run around after him.
Yeah, they
as
like
he's
curb
skating.
skating too, huh? Sick.
But
Yeah,
he-
this just looks like good times.
That's what when we got the go ahead from the big boss man that we could fully make it skatable in the car park. I was like, we need to make it super fun, low impact.
Yeah.
You can just go out there, roll around, and just enjoy
What's
it.
that new trick Will's doing now? Where he's coming over the curb and it's not to blunt slide. He's doing it to almost like a
It's like-
switch over crook.
Yeah.
kind of thing,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
That's
And
yeah.
he
does
just
that
sits
good.
on the
Everyone
whole
does
thing.
that at the Venice curbs, Santa
Yeah.
Monica curbs. Everyone does those.
What year was it you started skating? In 2006.
2006.
And what
Yeah.
were your
I was
inspirations?
like 8 or 9 years old. Well, my inspirations were the kids in the neighborhood who made me skate. But first skate videos, were probably like Baker 3 was huge.
Nice.
Enjoy Bag of Suck will
Yeah.
always be one of my favorites. America, This is Skateboarding, the DC video. And when where I grew up, it was a small town called Menifee. And there wasn't really any skate parks around, so it was kind of just flat ground, like neighborhood stuff. We had like a flat bar and a little ramp. So I started skating a lot of flat ground, and then I would skate stairs. Like I only skated stairs and rails a little bit, but zero transition or curb skate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've always looked at the American streets. They look pretty smooth compared to what we have over here.
Yeah.
It's all the curb cuts and
Fucking-
everything as
yeah.
well.
We got good curb cuts.
Yeah.
And just good curbs in
Some
general.
like real tall curb cuts too.
I was
Yeah.
always jealous of that when you sort of go outside our streets and you see how fucked it is. Gravel everywhere. And
Yeah. It's been humbling being here.
Yeah.
We went to some...
that's why-
Manchester had some pretty clean spots,
Yeah.
but then Leeds yesterday was funny because it was the last day in Leeds, so we are trying to go to all the banger spots,
Mhm.
and I was just like every spot we're just kind of looking at like trying it out, and then
It
just
hurts
wasn't
just to
working.
roll along some of them.
No, and I was like, I need like mini OJ's like mini juice wheels here, you know, to roll everything.
Yeah.
It's impressive, dude.
That's why I really like the East Coast
Yeah,
because
It's always been
because the
compared
spots are
to
just
the
so
crest, yeah.
like
Crusty.
we ended up
That's
in
what, isn't it?
and I talk about it all the time, so I'm going to keep it short because I love America. America #1, baby.
yeah, baby.
But like we ended up in New Jersey, and New Jersey's like rough.
you gotta do a Jersey
then-
accent when
And
you
we
say
like
this, though.
we called up Fred Gall. He was like, just come round my house. We ended
Yeah.
up at Fred Gall's house. Like, what the? He's showing us to all these spots. They were like, holy shit, this is rough. And I'm like, this isn't rough. This is England all over. There's just like shit everywhere.
Look at that spot we were. Oh, you weren't there. We were skating Stoke-on-Trent. The bank's there, and there's human shit at the bottom of the bank.
Yeah, probably a needle
There's
as
like
well.
dead birds, rocks everywhere, glass. It's fucked.
That's bad.
It's a rough one.
Yeah. So you live in California. Whereabouts in California? now?
Yeah, Dana Point, little town in Orange County, near the beach.
Nice.
Sounds
Nice.
exotic. Near the
Yeah,
beach.
I got lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my own little spot, little back unit house. Not too much of a skate scene there, but I can just drive to like Oceanside, San Diego, or I could go
Yeah.
Orange County or LA. So it's cool.
Who were your first sponsors when you started going from just a kid skating to?
Like, what were the
getting into
first
it?
hookups and?
Yeah, so there was this local shop near me in Temecula called Jay's Board Shop. So I brought in a sponsor tape with my mom, and
On VHS.
yeah, it was a little past that. It was a CD.
Yeah.
DVD.
DVD,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they watched it and they were down, and I don't even think they gave me a board a month. Maybe like 50% off, whatever, for the month. Yeah, but I got some shirts and stuff, so that was cool.
Yeah.
And then it was once I got out of those small towns and I got to Vista, Oceanside, Carlsbad. That's like North County, San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Then I rode for Decade Ride Shop, which was another skate shop there. And then Assault Skateboards. Shout out Ned from Assault. He used to make really sick shapes.
I know that brand.
Yeah, you probably,
Assault.
he actually just brought it back.
They did a collaboration with Nolan Johnson's Scram
they did.
Skateboards when just
They
after he
did.
got kicked off Welcome.
Yeah. He
And I-
kind of helped like get Scram started with him in a way.
Yeah.
Like he
Assault
did that
Skateboards, yeah.
collab and it was like supposed to be a boost for Scram. But yeah, Ned was like the first guy to hook me up with boards. And I was
They do some crazy shapes as well, like
Yeah.
kind of like money bumps up and down the entire
Scram?
edge of the
Or Assault.
Scram, but Assault, the board that they did with Scram was amazing.
Haha, there's Ned right there holding the board. Yeah, Ned's the man, dude. He's like the first guy who hooked me up.
We'll
and
make sure we
took
overlay
me
him in
around.
this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Big up, Ned.
Shout out Ned.
Yeah, like some of my first parts were in Assault videos. We did a few trips. We had a sick team, and we had a lot of cool guest boards. So Donger had a guest board.
Yeah, Ned.
Ricky Windsor,
Yeah.
Ricky Barnes, John Lucero had a guest board, dude.
No.
Oh, really?
Shout out Lucero, yeah.
Big up Lucero. Come on the show.
Yeah, he should be here at this event. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
the
he'd be all
creator.
over
Well,
it.
you were
Yeah,
going
I
to say,
mean,
weren't you? We were going
yeah.
to get Bale.
Bale Gary was supposed to be here for
Oh,
tomorrow. but
yeah. That
He
would
had
have been
some
sick.
stuff getting away, but that would have been amazing, mate. He said next year will be.
Yeah,
able
you
to-
got to make a whole trip out of it. It's a mission for
Yeah,
just. I
yeah,
mean,
for
I
sure.
came just for this podcast,
Yeah,
but
obviously,
There we go.
it is a mission, you know. But yeah, so Assault was first, and then I rode Gull Wings for a little bit.
Oh,
So
amazing.
I think through Assault, he got me Gull Wings, and then I rode a small company called Speed Lab Wheels.
Lab Wheels, yeah, we
know
stock it,
Speed
yeah.
Lab.
Cool, yeah,
Have that,
super
Still got
cool
it.
dudes. Alan, yeah, they're
yeah,
awesome.
Speed Lab's cool.
And
Jason
then
Adams Pro Wheel on the
Yeah.
visitor, yeah.
wait, Jason Adams?
Jason Adams has had a slappy hour.
Wait, no,
Pro
but he
wheel.
has one on. Oh, they did a
Speed Lab.
slapper. I thought he has an OJ wheel.
He did at one point, but we definitely had a J.
We
Can
have-
you Google that?
Really? Because
Jason
I know
Adams,
he's got a
it's a-
slappy hour OJ's wheel.
There was
Yeah.
Slappy Hour Speed Lab wheel as well.
Oh.
They were
Whether
red.
he tried to keep that under
He
the
could just
radar
do
a
whatever
bit,
he wants. Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
sold only in the UK. Sorry, Jason Adams.
Ah, we just.
But
There
yeah,
you go,
slappy
yeah,
hour
Slappy
Jason
Hour.
Adams, yeah.
But those
Slappy
are.
Hour.
Oh, those
Because
are
that's
Speed
his,
Labs.
'cause that's his
Crazy.
brand as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Have you ever met Jason Adams?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, We fucking love Jason.
Yeah,
We're on
Jason's
this
the best.
Fans.
So actually, after Assault, I was on there for a long time. He actually gave me a board, so I technically had a board on Assault when I was like 18.
rad.
But you know, at the time, it didn't really feel like much, right? Like I was still living my normal life. But then ended up leaving, and he kind of canned the whole Assault thing for a little bit, and then I was on Black Label for a little.
Oh, sick.
Okay,
So
rad.
that was like 4 months. It didn't last too long, but yeah, got to meet and skate with Jason a little bit. I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, it's amazing. His
Yeah.
Enjoy Bag of Suck part is like,
Oh, dude, he skates the Joe Strummer.
yeah,
It's timeless,
Coma Girl.
isn't it?
that's such a good part.
That's a classic. It's like
Yeah.
such a feel good part.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. What
He's
kind
been
of
ripping lately as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he seems to be on the right path of just killing it, which is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's got a part coming soon.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude.
See,
Black Label's
Brain
killing it
drain
right now.
exclusive.
Where he stopped
think-
drinking, didn't he? He's been sober for a while now. And
Yeah.
He's been back on it.
I could be wrong. I heard he had like a. Is he 50 yet? I heard it was like a 50-year-old part, you know, something like that.
He's got to be.
I know he's working on something. He just
Yeah.
had I think he's having stuff come out in Closer magazine,
Oh, amazing.
article
That's a
or
good
interview or
magazine, yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, that mag's rad.
Yeah.
Where did you go to from Black Label? How did that all?
Yeah, so then I left Black Label. At the time, it just didn't feel like too much was going on over there, so we parted ways. Now Black Label's like killing it, you know. They got the
It's back,
resurgence.
it's coming back up again.
And
Isn't
they
it?
got a
does
good
seem-
team.
It does seem like, regardless of how big or small it is Lucero's kind of project. You know, like his
yeah.
little baby, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So he can decide.
Oh, it was massive when it was through Giant back in the day. It was
Yeah.
fucking massive.
I know.
back
It's
Yeah.
gone through a lot of phases,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And when I was riding for Label, I would go to his house to pick up boards, so I would go to
Yeah.
the garage. But, I mean, that was crazy. Like, going to Lucero's house, seeing all his artwork, seeing his
Yeah.
boards.
How
and
did
all
that come about, getting on Black Label?
So Ned was really good friends with Lucero.
Oh, okay.
Like, really good friends. Ned from Assault. And I had met Lucero, and then I think Ned kind of helped me with that one. And then,
Yeah, that's
I
good.
got on, and yeah, I mean, we didn't do much. It was a short period of time, but it was cool. It was an
Still good
honor
that
to
he's-
like ride for Label for a
Yeah,
little.
Still
yeah.
amazing that he's got your back like that. Like, although his thing stopped, he still pushed you on something
Ned's
else.
the best, dude. He's been like the sickest TM of all time, you know.
Yeah.
Right, we need to get Ned on the podcast then.
Dude, he'd have a lot of stories for you, but yeah, he what's cool is he just brought it back. So Ned's actually a welder. That's his trade, and that's what makes the money, obviously,
Yeah.
versus doing
Yeah.
a board brand. But he like at heart just loves making graphics and cool shapes. So he's kind of doing it like on a small scale, but he actually just brought it back a year ago or something. So it's
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I had the Assault Scram board. I had it imported from. It was my first board I'd bought online from America.
Dude, that board
So-
was so sick.
It was like $60 for the board, and then like $70
to ship
import.
it.
Yeah,
oh
but yeah, try and look
yeah.
that
See if
board
you
up.
can pull
Scram,
up Assault Scram.
Scram Skates X Assault Skateboards. It had.
Oh yeah. First one.
No, it's the sixth one. It's got the brick wall behind it.
Yeah, that's one of them.
That's the Nolan Johnson board I
yeah,
had,
that shape was great.
and it was
I like that
incredible.
the pink fade.
Yeah,
outline.
it was painted round,
Yeah.
like spray painted
Hit
round.
the first one, because the first one was definitely one too. Yeah, that was the one I remember.
Look at that shape.
Like the shapes were incredible.
Dude, the
Perfect
shapes
for
were
front
so
side airs.
fun, man.
Let's
but-
talk about skateboards because you're obviously known for, you know, like I mean we're jumping ahead really, but you're.
Oh yeah, we left off on what I went to after.
Yeah,
But we
sorry.
Yeah.
Let's
Was
do
that-
that
was
because
that
that'll
Mad-
lead it.
with
That'll lead
Madness?
into
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I was gonna say, so I left Label, and then I was just kind of riding whatever boards at the time, just shapes. I had a cool like Salba Santa Cruz board, and
Banging.
Yeah.
I kind of had dreams. I was like, man, I could get on Santa Cruz. And then I was solo for a bit, I think like 6 months, and then your boy Sam Beckett hit me up.
Yeah.
Sam is.
Yeah.
He was here last week. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
He
He's
turned
always
up and
knocking
he was
about.
like, "I'm not ignoring you," because I'll send him a message and he never replies.
Oh,
But he's
yeah,
like, "I want to film a part. I'm just really busy." And I'm like, "You're working with the Olympics. Relax."
For Baghead Crew?
Like, yeah, for like next Baghead vid. But I also said to him, "I'll happily give footage to the opera guys because he's
Yeah.
obviously a part of that, and
Yeah,
I like what
yeah,
they're
yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
And if it helps him out,
Yeah.
I'm not money hungry. Like, oh, they got to pay for it. If I get something, that's cool."
Yeah, for sure.
But Sam's just really nice.
Sam's the best. So he reached out to me. He just like knew I was sponsorless, and then he hit me up. It was funny though, because like Madness was new, and it wasn't really anything yet. So I was kind of weary about it. But he sent boards, and then right at the same time, I had been super into like Santa Cruz or Creature, and finally like So Sam Hids was putting in the word for me to
Sam's
Noah at
cool as
Creature.
fuck.
Sam's awesome, dude. And finally, like, he hit me up months later because I tried this a long time ago, but then it was like at the same time Sam sent me boards. So I had like Madness boards and Creature boards. I was just like looking at both of them like, fuck, dude.
Which
You know, and at the time I was way more stoked on Creature, but Bill Weiss, you know, when I started talking to him, was like kind of offering a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, I think they were gonna like do a Euro trip to kick it off. They were doing demos, video part on Thrasher.
because their team was heavily like across the globe as well. It wasn't.
It was, yeah.
It wasn't just in one country. They had other riders.
No, exactly. Yeah, it was a stacked team. So he was offering all these things. He was offering to pay a little bit, and at that point, I'd never really been paid for skating, like small royalties from Assault. But yeah, I never got like a monthly check. So
What age was this? Like 20s, like early 20s, maybe.
yeah, I was 21. I think I was 21. It was like
Yeah.
2018, 2019. So yeah. So I was kind of dealing with that, and I was trying to talk with Creature, and I was like telling him what was going on. I was like, yeah, I really am leaning towards Creature, but you know, is there any like promises in the future? And he just like he couldn't promise me anything because of course I had to prove myself. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna go with Madness, and I'm really happy I did because it was like such a great time, and Madness ended up taking off, dude. It did really well.
I mean, when you know that brand, it's a real shame what happened to it, but
It
I
really
mean, we
is,
always
dude.
did so well with it.
The first
Did
Madness
so
board,
good everywhere,
Yeah.
man. It was crazy.
And your board especially, we would always get yours in. It would always sell
Sick.
through quick.
Oh,
Like,
that's
it was,
cool, man.
You know, it was just a good brand, wasn't it? It just
So
worked.
I worked for Slugger at the time, so up north, and
north.
and they got Madness
Up
in,
north.
Up north.
and the fella was like,
Water.
"Does Forde want a board?" And I was like, "The first Madness board I had was your board." And I
Nice.
think it
Was
had
it the
green
shaped
trim.
one?
Right, yeah, it was super wide, nice shape
Yeah.
with a green trim, and I think it had a face in the middle.
Yeah.
And I can remember getting it and just being like, "What the fucking hell is this shape? It's incredible."
So that shape, was that your personal
That's the one.
shape that you came out with?
So it wasn't actually. So this shape was already in the lineup,
Yeah.
but for whatever reason,
Yeah.
so that shape was already in the lineup, and I rode that one a lot.
Yeah.
So we kind of knew like, hey, you really like that board, like maybe we could make that your board. So they did that a lot. They would put different graphics on the same shape. So he made that mine, and people ended up loving it. And it was like people didn't like realize the shape until he like made it into my board, I guess, because the shape was already there, but I don't know if it was like, I don't know how well it was.
Maybe it wasn't pushed as
Maybe it
much,
wasn't
but-
pushed, yeah. And then once this came out, people like really loved the shape, and I liked it too because like normally shape boards you can't do stuff on the nose. You could do a lot on the nose here still.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't really tell from there, but it's got a pretty long nose, isn't it? So
The nose was fairly long. It was 10-inch wide. I don't remember what the wheelbase was. It was fun though. And then they gave me a popsicle too.
Yeah, that board shape's rad.
Yeah.
it's a real shame, you know, what went on with Madness, and you know, obviously, like Opera now, you know, is getting going, and you know, good luck to those guys. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
a tough time to launch anything new, but from being an insider, you know, being a pro for Madness, did you kind of get vibes that things were going wrong?
Yeah.
And is that because you left
Yeah.
before the majority of everyone
Yeah.
else left? It was like you must have
Yeah.
known, you know.
Well, we all knew,
Yeah.
but we were all scared to leave, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone under a Dwindle company knew because, so my board came out 2021 at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then, the quarter comes around and I know the boards were selling. So I was kind of excited, like, hey, like, when
Get
do the
some
royalties
cash.
come in, right?
Yeah.
It like comes in like January 2022 or February or whatever. And then those dates come along and then
It's
nothing.
delayed.
And then they're like, okay, next month. Next thing you know, almost a year's gone by. And I was like, dude, what's going on? And then, Bill was finally like more transparent with us and told us what was going on. And he was in there just fighting for us every day. And it was basically the people at the top were just pulling all the money from everyone at the bottom. And then they stopped paying us monthly too. So at one point there was just nothing.
I was just about to say, was you also working a job at the time, or were you relying on skateboarding?
Yeah, so I've
'Cause when those
always
checks don't come through,
you're
like another month's
and the
going.
checks are small generally
Yeah.
from skateboard companies.
Yeah.
From what I've experienced, I've always pretty much had like side work going. The
Yeah.
whole time I've been skating, like I have a job right now.
It's a smart idea, isn't it, to get like a little trade or something on the
Yeah,
side?
yeah. I mean, because I love skateboarding to death, but like I know how the industry is, and I'm not gonna put all my eggs in that basket. And I also like to do other things than skate. Like I mean, this isn't forever, like for a living, right? It's like our bodies can only take so much. So I've always liked to have like just backup things, I guess. But yeah, so when all that was happening, I was just like, man, this is crazy. And, you know, I would talk with the team and everyone's like, I don't know. I'm just hanging in there. And then, yeah, finally it was almost a whole year that had gone by, and then just payments were done and there was no end in sight, you know? And I was just like talking to Weiss. I was like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I think I'm like over this, you know? And he totally got it, but it was like hard, you know? He didn't want me to leave. And then
it just strips the love from it when you're starting to be fucked around.
It did, man. It killed the morale, you know, because we had like such a good thing going. And then people from the outside are like, dude, you're killing it, dude. You're bored. I see your boards everywhere. I'm like, nah, dude, we're not killing it right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a situation, you know? So yeah, I just finally made the decision to leave. And I was kind of around that time, like, not trying to line something up, but I was like talking with Arbor, you know, and I was hearing about how good they're treating their riders. And I was like, this sounds kind of nice, you know, it sounds kind of like safe, I guess. I mean, maybe that's the wrong way to look at it, but it seems safe, right? So,
well, when you're waiting a year for a check,
yeah, I was going to say,
it's the smart move.
You got to be real patient.
And I have that board downstairs ready to skate. We actually got sent one from Shiner to do a product review on it, but we'd just been so busy.
Oh, cool, dude.
I set it up and I've took it off and it's under my desk because I don't want to skate it till
it's a fun one, dude.
Yeah, the shape.
And we got a really cool one coming out January next year, 2025.
And you're going to send me that one
excited
personally, right? You said?
Personally. From my house.
We got it down.
Yeah, there must have been, like, that whole thing with Dwindle, especially for, like, obviously you guys not getting paid, and when you're seeing your board everywhere and people telling you your board's doing well. I mean, we've always sold out on it.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like,
that's the thing is Madness was killing it. Like,
yeah.
Like, I think they were the top selling board brand out of Dwindle.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, for us it was.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we sell a lot of boards, and that was right up there. But I mean, your patience at the end of the day. But I mean, I can imagine Bill Weiss, he was probably fighting non-stop.
He was, man.
Get
like,
shit going
he was looking out for us. It had nothing to do with him. People get confused because, you know, it turned into a lot of like, fuck Madness, fuck Dwindle. And it was like, no, like, it's above Dwindle. It was Bravo. It was the company that bought Dwindle, you know. I don't know how the whole thing worked, but it was the guys at the top who didn't skate.
It's funny, isn't it, with like social media, like kids that don't know a fucking thing.
Get it every day.
Yeah, because Madness got boycotted. I mean, it still does.
Yeah, where they're like, fuck these guys. And it's like, wait, why are you saying fuck us? We're trying to do everything to not be the one that's getting fucked.
No, it's people get confused. Things get blown out of proportion. But
yeah, there's always a bigger picture involved in these things, isn't there?
Exactly,
and
exactly.
The general, like, skaters and kids, they don't always know how it operates. But yeah, it's a real shame when Madness went, you know. But you know, Opera's coming through.
Life goes on, man. But
you're obviously,
you
know, you're on Arbor now.
Yeah.
Do you think there would have been like a turning point where you would have ended up on Opera maybe as well?
Yeah.
Because it seems like they've looked after the guys that were on Madness. Maybe some of them didn't want to. They were just like, fuck it, I can't be arsed. But a lot of their team on Opera that's still similar to what was Madness?
It's most of it. Other than me, Ruby, Martino. Martino's killing it right now.
Any company that gives Sam Beckett a board, I'm behind 100% because he's just a
big up Sam Beckett.
He's just such a
nice guy.
He
He
keeps
keeps promising
guy.
me he's going to come on here, but he's I'm busy.
All right,
he's a busy
Sam,
guy.
you heard it now.
But yeah, so
He's
you
in
were
China
saying
at the minute, isn't he?
Madness was like dwindling away.
Yeah. That's the joke, right? Yeah, so it was dwindling away, and you know, I realized no one else was gonna leave, and I was just like, fuck it, dude. At this point, what do I have to lose?
Yeah.
It's a brave step to be one to.
It was
leave
scary,
it.
man.
Yeah.
I sat on this decision for a good 3 months. I talked to so many people, and I mean, the majority kind of agreed, like, yeah, dude, try something new. Your window's short, you know, it's skateboarding. So it was crazy because I left, did a little announcement. 2 months later, everyone, you know, Bill Weiss does the video. They let go of him, and everyone quits, and then the boycott starts, and then it happened with Enjoy. So I was like, oof, kind of glad I got out at a good time, because now you got all these people who might be sponsorless and, you know, in a weird situation.
And that obviously must sit on Bill's shoulders pretty heavy, because he's taken a lot of, he's taken, well, not him, but that kind of decision's taken money off skateboarders that are depending on doing it as a career, as a business.
Totally. Yeah, so I actually didn't even know they were going to do something. So I think what Bill kind of did was like, I'm going to see who sticks around with me and who's truly loyal, and then they'll come with me on what's next. So he never like mentioned it. I mean, I'm sure he was hoping Madness would work. And I think once everything fell through with Madness, it took a while for Opera to start. Like, was it almost a year? Like, it took some time, you know, it didn't happen right away.
It wasn't straight away, no.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then I ended up at Arbor.
We should probably let the listeners know about the Patreon that we're starting. Do you want to give them some information about that?
Yes, I will. So from as little as £2 a month, you can become a Patreon member and get access to uncensored, uncut episodes, behind the scenes shiz, bonus OG episodes. What does that mean, Forde?
Like the episodes that we used to, where it was just me and Toby doing reviews, fan mail, and anything else in between. And Toby's favourite, Stinker of the Week.
Stinker of the Week is back, but only on Patreon episodes. You will also get outtakes, early access to new merch when it launches, general skate nerdery, and much, 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 much more.
Make sure you check out all the information in the description, follow the links, make sure you subscribe, become a member, and enjoy the rest of the episode. How did that go? Like the transition to getting on Arbor? You said you spoke to a couple of people.
Yeah, my good friend Amelia Brodka, she's been on Arbor for like 9 years or something like that. So I talked with her and I was just like, I think the way Arbor came about was like someone like mentioned it to me as a joke. And I was like, huh, interesting, you know? I didn't know much about them. I knew they had Grayson and Shuriken and Amelia.
Yeah. Grayson's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, having Grayson on was like big incentive. Like, all right, this is legit. If Grayson's on, like, this is good. But I just know they've been around like 20 plus years and they take care of their people. And, you know, I started talking with Bob, the owner, and he was just like kind of giving me full creative control to like do what I want, you know, and like to build this thing. Cause we're still trying to build this skate program, the core skate program at Arbor. So I was like, dude, this is cool. I've never like had this before, you know, with Madness. Like, I mean, and they killed it, but they just like gave me my boards and graphics. Like, this is your graphic.
This is
like,
what you've got.
Like, I had no say, honestly.
Yeah.
I had a little say in shape, but with Arbor, like they give me like full creative control.
So
which is
that
cool.
This shape on these boards here, is that your shape that you designed?
Yeah, so pretty much. So I worked with Nate, who was the product developer at the time, and he's like a wizard. So I gave him some of my favorite shape boards, and I was like, I want something like this, like not the same, but something like this. And he nailed it, you know. And then the graphic, like they also did, and this was like inspired because at the time I was living in my van, so I did van life for 2 years.
Van life.
So they wanted to make like a crazy looking off-road van. It had the surfboard on top and everything. It's pretty funny. And then the deck's called Vannin. But yeah, they killed it with that. I was stoked.
I love dip boards. I love fully dipped boards.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So is that when you're going through this, do you request that they're dipped?
So for this one, I was like, I want it to look just like an 80s pool shape,
and it does.
And I want it to look dipped, and I want wheel wells because I feel like it's just like shape boards when they're dipped look so cool to me. You know?
Yeah, they do.
Popsicles, I don't care as much, but shapes, they're special when they're dipped.
When was the last time you skated a regular popsicle board?
Oh, so right now I'm skating. So I actually skate popsicles majority of the time.
Oh, okay. I thought
these are more the off-roader. Like I'll put cruiser wheels on it.
Because what was the advert for that one? Was it you going in off that massive school, the one that Bam tullied in?
The sign in the bank. Yeah, I was using this board.
Outrageous.
For things like that board's fine. But my next board's gonna have a little more of a functional nose because I do like to do a lot of nose tricks, right? So and I do skate a lot of streets, so like. I do end up on the popsicle a lot more, but I'll take these out for a spin. You know, they're fun.
It's nice to have a few boards, isn't it? Different ones, so you can be like, what am I feeling like today? I want something with softer wheels. Or a shape. I mean,
well, I really wanted that shape. Nick's probably listening at China who sent it.
Nick Chappell.
We are going to do a product review on it, but I really like skating it's the Lee Ralph vision board with the guy cramped in on it. And that's got a big tail and a small nose.
Tiny nose. The nose is like,
and it's like
an inch, if that.
And it goes up the same as this. So when we got that shape in stock, I was like, wonder if I could get one from the distributor. I wanted one to skate, but I was like, if I can double up and do a product review on it, then I can have it after and
Yeah.
skate it. So it's sat there. That's the one I'm on at the moment, the Vision Lee.
Oh, nice, dude.
You got to have a go on it.
I mean,
if you're
that
sticking
looks
around.
like the nose
Yeah.
looks longer on that. It's fucking.
No, it's tiny. It's got a little nose bone.
Wow.
as
Yeah, that looks
well.
fun. Yeah, there's some similarities.
Makes you wonder how in the late 80s and mid 80s they were doing anything with.
Well, that's
that.
got modern concave
And
on
it's
it. So
flat.
the OG concave is
Real
a lot
flat,
flatter
man.
than that.
One thing I will say about your skateboards on Arbor, they're a real solid nod to like retro late 80s graphics and shapes.
Yeah.
And it's almost like nostalgic when I used to go into skate shops and be like, whoa, these
Blown away at the
boards.
colour on the
Yeah,
wall.
and
Yeah.
that is the same vibe, So
Yeah, no, that's cool you said that because literally part of what I told. So Arbor has a really good creative art team.
yeah.
And, I'm not the artist. I just kind of told them some ideas and I was like, I want it dipped. The van idea is really cool and something like retro looking, like retro font and all this. And
I like the
They
flame.
nailed it, I think.
The flame under it as well.
Yeah,
like
it's
you can
good.
see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, with
The
the
top graphic
fade.
has flame too,
Yeah,
which
it's
is pretty
amazing.
cool. You can
I just want to, because Sean mentioned this yesterday, the one to your right, Sean was saying the graphic, the font, everything on that looks like a brand X board.
yeah,
Oh, it does,
okay,
you're right, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Can you
And
Google that? Brand X.
Yeah, pull up Brand X. I'm kind of familiar.
They've reissued a lot of boards.
I also
lately,
feel
Brand
like
X.
it has some Vision vibes to it.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
With the colors.
Yeah,
That one was a full surprise, by the way. They
look-
just came up with that, and I was like, wow, that's insane.
Like, look at that fourth one in with the yellow stripes and stuff. It just reminds me of a.
Yeah.
And look at the wheel
Oh,
wells
that's
and stuff on
sick.
it. So,
Oh, Dwayne Peters had a Brand X model. Okay.
so whoever, designed that board, there was definitely must have been a little.
I used to love Brand X back in the day.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Sean Goff had a pro
Just a
board,
little
and,
bit.
These guys are back now, huh?
They're doing reissues.
Because I've been
yeah.
seeing it around my town, and I thought it was a new company.
I looked at it to see about getting it in stock, but by the time you pay shipping,
100 something
it's
quid plus.
fucking ridiculous.
Wow, that's
money.
a wild one.
I don't know. If
Oh,
you-
that's a Street Plant brand board.
I don't know if you're aware of like the cost of boards and stuff
The
over
import
here at
cost,
the minute.
yeah.
It's
Oh
fucking
yeah, I went
ridiculous.
in. We were in the Welcome Skate store the
Oh
other
yeah,
day.
big up Welcome Skate Store.
Big
Tom
up
Brown.
Welcome, Tom
Yeah,
Brown.
that
Come
place
on the
is
show.
rad.
Yeah,
But I was looking at some of the boards, and I was like, yeah, it's a bit more expensive here.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's really jumped up in the last couple of years.
Well, it
but-
blew my mind when I first came back from that trip, and I told you like, you can get Spitfire wheels in some stores in America for $30.
the new
ones at
the
80.
93 sliders, the new ones that are soft sliders, the Dragon formula.
Well, what's the regular
They're
price? 65 to
Hang on.
70.
The soft sliders are £75 retail, and the regular Formula 4s are 60.
Which is like what, like $100? I mean,
I don't
'cause
even
you
know
guys'
what's
yeah,
the,
you
what's
guys'
the,
pound is quite a bit more than the dollar
Yeah.
right
It
now.
would be.
so
Yeah,
that's
it's nearly $100.
it's for a set of wheels.
£75.
It's fucked.
It's crazy.
Oh man.
So Arbor needs to come out with their own Spitfire Formula 4 formula.
Yeah.
That'd be good actually. Something like a Dragon formula, but Arbor branded.
Well,
that's
they
kind
have
of a
their own
market.
wheels.
I've seen they've got their
but
own wheels.
They come with
but-
the cruisers.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
actually freaking good.
Mm.
I ride OJs though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hooked up by OJ.
Yeah, I have a wheel.
What are your other sponsors right now?
Indy, OJ, Mob Grip, Footprint Footwear, like
I want to
FP
talk
Footwear.
about Footprint.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that.
And then Arbor, and then I'm actually doing some stuff with Limpies right now. I don't know if you guys remember Limpies.
Limpies. Is it back?
It's back, dude.
Fucking
Yeah, it's
yes.
kind of like low key, but it's all good. We've already done some stuff. Yeah, we got Kyle Leeper. He's the TM.
Oh, nice.
We
Yeah,
got-
legend.
We're still hooking up. Sheffy's still stoked. Ron
Nice.
Allen's still
Sheffy,
stoked.
Ron Allen, wow.
Yeah, so a lot of these guys used to be a part of it in the beginning.
Hmm.
They never did like an official team. It was like kind of an 80s, 90s brand. They just hooked people up and they would run ads, and it was like, so-and-so is not sponsored by Limpies. So
Yeah.
they never actually sponsored or paid anyone, but
Best way to go about it, legal loophole.
no, yeah. But then I think they would do like pants. So they're going to give me a pant and we're working on it. And it should be coming out soon.
Nice.
But yeah, there it is.
Pants, like a set of trousers.
Trousers. Oh yeah, you say trousers.
How's the
I got to add trousers to my list, dude.
how's the fit of the pants?
It's amazing, dude. I'm wearing them right now, man.
Is that the sample?
Yeah.
We went-
No, this isn't a sample. These are already out.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a carpenter pant with them, so they're gonna be a little more rugged. But they have a cinch waist, so that's kind of their whole thing. So they're really nice. They're really breathable. Dude, I'm super stoked to be a part of them. So right now they're completely out of stock for the most part, and they have a new shipment coming in soon.
Ace Pelka is not
Yeah.
sponsored.
So see, I'm not sponsored.
I might copy that off for when I do the Ace Pelka
Yeah.
Pro Baghead t-shirt and do a Ace is not sponsored by.
Let's do it,
Baghead
dude. Just
advert.
every brand. Yeah. So they basically are gonna run, normal color patterns like blue, black, green, and then they're gonna do these one-offs, and these are sold out.
crazy.
You're never gonna see them again, dude.
Yeah.
It's
One
fucking
and
sad,
done.
actually.
So
One
sick.
and done.
Producer Fraser
Yeah.
needs some. If anyone at Limp
yeah.
is via Ace
You
can
know what?
hook.
Because
Yeah.
back when Snakes started, we would have stocked Limpies.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it'd be a rad thing to get something that old back in.
These are all. Yeah.
Wow.
It's got a really beautiful history. I mean, they had a lot of cool people that repped them.
Limpies was rad back in the day.
And we got some stuff coming for them.
So what you're saying is everyone that works on the Brain Drain show needs to be in Limpies for the
Dude.
next season.
They're so
Yeah, 'cause
comfortable,
you can definitely
man.
see all of our legs on an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes
Yeah.
I sit with my legs.
We
crossed
should.
like this.
We could probably try to get you guys a box out here.
That'd be amazing.
We'll talk to Mr. Leaper after this.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that'd
Cole
be.
Leaper.
If you gave me
Yeah.
some of those
Guy.
gold stripe ones, I'll be forever in your debt.
Cole Leaper
Dude,
was on.
sold out. I
Those
don't.
are
I don't
so
know.
sick.
But so basically, so Cameron and Peter are kind of running the show right now, and Cameron handles all the sourcing. So I think he goes to surplus stores and he gets a big roll of fabric. And he just finds the craziest pattern he can, because that's what Limpies used to be in the 80s and 90s. And then he does a run, and then when he sells out, that pattern's gone and he gets a new one.
Good way to do
We've
it.
got a mate that does that over here, but they're called salads, like
Salads.
salads trousers.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
And he makes everything by hand, one-offs.
Oh, it's so cool.
But he's also got like his staple line, as in like blue, black
Yeah.
kind of trousers. But
Yeah, we do really
That's
well.
the way to do
Yeah.
it, man.
Salads
It's
is-
smart.
salads
And then
is
it
really
creates
cool.
this exclusivity, this
Yeah.
scarcity
Yeah.
vibe to it, so it's like you got to get them now because you won't get them again. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good way of doing it.
yeah.
So obviously we were meant to get Bam on.
Yeah.
Didn't happen for unforeseen
Oh, yeah, let's have a little
circumstances.
chat.
Yeah.
But you seen him recently within the last week.
Yeah,
was
so
it?
we
How
got
was it?
surprised. We were on a trip in Puerto Rico.
Was you starstruck, even though
Oh, dude.
you're a very well-known skateboarder? Do you still see people
Oh,
like that, and you're like, holy shit?
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
Bam.
especially Bam, because I've never formally met him. I've skated around him, and a lot of my friends know him, but I've never met him. So we're at this surf shop, Tres Palmas in Puerto Rico, and it's the surf shop that has transition against the wall. So it's like
Nice.
it's got the white wall, and it has like just quarter pipes built up to it. And we go there, we ask them if we could skate it. They're cool, and then they're like, "Yeah, actually, Bam was just here an hour ago." We're like, "Yeah, right. Bam was just here. What are the odds? We're in Puerto
Yeah,
Rico.
yeah.
It's like just
that guy is
so
everywhere.
random.
He's
No, he
getting
is. So
out,
then
yeah.
we're skating, and then all of a sudden, Bam and his girlfriend show up. We're like, "What?" And he was so cool. He came up to us like he knew us, and he
Yeah.
like dabbed us up, and then he was like taking photos of us skating. He was like, "Can you guys do wall rides over me and my girlfriend?" So we're like wall riding over then. We took our photos with him, and then he ended it, and he like put his phone on the ground, and he wanted to take like a group photo with everyone. And
Yeah,
I was like,
stood
dude,
over
that is
there.
That's why I
so
saw you
sick.
guys around it. Yeah.
The thing is, he's
yeah.
still so much a skate rat.
He's a
like
proper
he's
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
he's a skate
Yeah.
nerd, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he would have skated with us, but he's hurt right now. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
had
Did he have
a-
his cane? Like
He had the cane. He looked like a G with it.
like his little pimp cane.
So I think they were kind of just in vacation mode over there, And then, they actually were super cool and invited us to a show they were going to. And we're like, dude, we have to fucking go. Like, we
Was
got
it
to
for
go
like
party
a
with.
like a heavy?
It was
He's there for a certain band, I think, at the moment.
it was a Puerto Rican band, and he said it's like his favorite band in the world. I forgot the name, but they gave us the address, the details. And we get home after skating, and we're like, yes, we're going to party with Bam. And we look, and it's like other side of the island, 3 hours away. And we're like, we can't go, So we didn't go. And we didn't see Bam again, but
The thing is, you got offered.
we got the
by Bam,
offer,
and that's
and they were down to hang out with us.
The band is Amor ad Lunam.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. After the show, we should listen to them, because I didn't get a chance to look them up yet. But I'm like, if Bam's saying it's his favorite, then it might be pretty sick.
I mean, if you know Bam, he's always had a great taste in music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Knows his shit.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or if I am.
I think you are.
I feel like I've met my match here. I can't quite
I mean, CKY, dude, come on.
tell. CKY and him, I don't care. Him, I love
He's
that
made a
band.
lot of music famous, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Can we? I'm interested to talk to you about Footprint,
Yeah.
because I've been using the insoles for a long time.
Yeah.
I've got the
They're-
insoles in these stock New Balance
They're
right
the
now.
fucking best.
They're insane,
they
dude.
do what they're supposed to do. And
They do.
they're just like ridiculously good. So on the FP team,
Yeah.
you, Neen,
Yeah.
Jaws.
Jaws. Yep.
Who else is on there?
Ryan DeCenzo.
That's right, DeCenzo. I'm really interested in FP. I think it's such a good product, and it's something, especially as you get older, that having that protection, because I get heel bruises walking down the stairs. Do you know what I mean?
I know. It's one of those things, like, before I used them, it was like the thing I didn't know I needed so badly.
That's what I mean. And then when you get them, you're like, why have I not had
It's hard to go back to normal insoles. That's the thing. It'll ruin normal insoles for you because you put them in. And what's cool about the shoes is he has the technology built into the outsole, but you can still throw an insole over it, and that's what I do.
I don't think I've ever. You got the shoes on now?
Yeah.
Can you take one off?
Can we take one off?
Because I've never seen a pair of Footprint insole shoes.
So
I've never actually seen the shoe itself.
You can get them in the UK. So we have Form Distribution who do FP. Actually, Smithy's here tomorrow from Form.
Oh, yeah. So you meet Smithy then. He's cool.
And I've always, with buying for Rollersnakes,
Sorry about
I've
that,
always
by the
been.
way.
I've always kind of been sat on the wall because I'm watching it to see what's going on with it, but I'm liking it. It's you know.
They got some good things coming.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean,
it's starting to come together more.
The footwear is newer, you know. We're trying to get that together, but the insoles already like kill it, and
we sell
people
a lot
people
here.
know, people know that the insoles work. I mean, we get so many pros who have big deals with, you know, like Nike or something, who like secretly buy or ask for them, but they're not allowed to talk about it, right? So.
With the shoes being a fairly new thing, do you think Ace Pro Footprint?
That'd be sick, dude. We'll see.
You think it might happen?
I think if things continue going well, I think it could happen. We've kind of like talked about it, or at least like starting with a colorway, you know, which would be sick. I've never had that.
That seems to be the rite of passage in footwear, doesn't it? It's like
it
kind of is,
and then see how that goes, and then do.
And I mean, it for me is really cool because, you know, before Footprint, I've always just jumped around flow on shoes. So I've never really had a chance to like grow with a brand. I mean, I was like float Converse, DC for a while, Globe, Etnies, and just, you know, there was no future at any of them. And then Joey Brzezinski is a good friend of mine. So he was like,
legend.
He was like, talked about it for a while, never happened. And then he was like, dude, just fucking like, you know, jump over to Footprint. And then we did it, you know, and we've done some fun things. So I'm stoked.
Yeah, you guys were on a trip recently, weren't you? Well, fairly recently.
Yeah, so that was another Puerto Rico trip, which was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Yeah, it was great, man. It was super fun.
You've been traveling a lot in the last couple of years, it seems.
Yeah, it's picked up. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, you know, I was sponsored, but like skating didn't become like more serious and more busy until the past 3-4 years.
Yeah. What's the best place you've been to in recent times?
Right here, dude.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. He's media trained.
Derby,
specifically Derby in the Midlands.
Yeah, Derby.
I mean, when you get on that slappy curve outside, it might just change.
It might be the best, man. I mean,
Might be.
I really love Lyon, France, dude. I love
Yeah.
the scene there. I love
The
hanging with
Magenta
Wall Street
guys are there. And
Yeah, Jeremy Dacklin.
So I was
and
gonna say, is that
Ben.
when you were hanging out with Jeremy?
Yeah, they like take good care of me.
I love watching his slappy stuff on Insta. You know, he does the slow mo.
He's insane,
you can
dude.
really experience that
Yeah.
slappy vibe.
You guys need to go to that event. Have you been to the
I
Lyon
haven't been there. I
Slappy
kind of
Challenge?
want to go there.
It's
You
amazing.
went to the last one, didn't you?
Yeah, September.
That curve
September
is
20th
long.
this year.
it's so cheap for us to get there.
I know,
from
right?
here.
Yeah,
Why
I mean,
just
if I
jump-
was out here, I'd be there all the time.
Why don't we just take the brain drain on the road?
No, it's
Brain drain
good.
day trip.
Dude,
That's
you could
it.
probably interview a lot of those guys. You should get a Jeremy interview. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
it'd
right.
be cool.
But
Yeah. If we walk around with like a green screen built onto our backpacks and we can just put the studio onto it, that'd be amazing.
You could just do on the spot interviews at the event, like how
Yeah.
people do, right?
Jeremy Dacklin, he's been going at it for decades.
Yeah, he's insane.
He's been killing it for such a long time, and it just he's been really on it. But
No, he's so gnarly. He's like 50 too. I think.
yeah.
Yeah, he like still learns tricks.
Yeah.
And makes up tricks. But yeah, so Lyon is, you know, one of my favorites. And then I mean, I love Puerto Rico, dude. I just went for my second time. I love it. I mean, everywhere is cool. It's just cool to go somewhere new, you know.
Have you gone to somewhere specifically for a skate trip or an event and been like, I like it so much here, I'm just going to stay for a couple of more weeks?
Dude, I actually haven't done that
Like,
yet.
how does it work? Do
I
you get your
always
flight
I think
there and-
Forde's suggesting you should probably stay at his house for a few weeks. And
No,
stay,
I
stay,
know.
No one wants to
stay
stay
in
around.
Derby.
No one wants
for
to stay
another
around
2
Derby
weeks.
for
The
2
thing
weeks.
is, I have like slight tie downs at home. Like I still work, you know, and I take a lot of time off, so I try to keep it mellow with my boss. You know, he's so cool to me. So I unfortunately like don't have the full freedom to do that. But dude, trust me. I mean, already being out here, I'm having friends in like Ireland or other parts of Germany or Spain or Portugal. They're like, come out, like you're already out here, and I'm like, fuck, you don't know how bad I want to, but like I've already been gone. It'll be like a whole month I've been gone from home.
Yeah.
Because I've been jumping around before this, so I gotta get home. But
So
I'm doing a whole month, 40 days away after, in
Yeah.
2 weeks after this. So
damn, really?
thankfully, I can come back to a job.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
nice.
I have
Where are
to
you
take
going?
I'm going to go East Coast to Boston.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then we might go to New York and LA. But then the day after I land back in England, I'm going to go to Spain with like Dead Dave, if you know Dead Dave
Yeah.
skates for heroin.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the
He's
new-
out here, right?
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
far. With the
Sick.
new heroin riders, and we're doing like I think Foz wants to do like the English team in Spain for Thrasher. So it's going to be like a little
Sick.
hybrid video, and I'm
That'll
going to
be
go
sick.
film it. So you
Sick.
should come out.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, come meet
Guest
us.
clip, dude. Those are the boys for sure.
There's always that sort of like global unity of skateboarders, isn't there? You go anywhere and
Yeah.
you can kind of gel with someone as long as
Yeah.
you're not a complete fucking idiot.
Complete wanker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a
There we
complete
go.
wanker
Yeah.
Or a complete cunt, then
Complete
you'll
cunt,
be good
prick,
to go.
Tosser.
Tosser. Yeah. Just keep reeling it off. Just do it.
That's all I
Tussers,
got.
haven't heard anyone use Tusser for a while. So you're saying your boss is pretty okay with you
Yeah.
taking a trip,
Yeah.
so he understands that you're a
He's
pro
the man.
skater and
Yeah, he knows
Right,
that this
okay.
is first. I work 2 days a week for him.
okay.
So it's not like I'm missing like a
Yeah,
full-time
yeah.
job, right? So
What is your job, if you don't mind?
yeah, so I set up at farmers markets and sell bone broth and soup.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so it's like a totally opposite world of skating, but it's fun because I'm pretty into health and wellness and
Yeah.
grew up with a very healthy family. So it's like it's kind of like an outdoor grocery store, you know? You got your community and you get all your stuff and sell like a really good product. So I do that and then skate when
And
I'm
then
not doing that.
travel and play skateboards around the world.
Play the wooden toy, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's somewhere that you've not been before we go on to anything else? Somewhere you've not been that you want to go to? So
I
wanna
think
go to, like,
it's
Japan
already
and-
set. Okay, so Japan's one. My
it's set.
stepmom's Japanese, and my dad and her live in Hawaii, so they're halfway there.
Oh, amazing.
So that's incentive for me to get there, and then Lisbon, Portugal.
Yeah.
Those are the two places I really want to go to next. Like hopefully this year.
If you
Portugal
go,
looks amazing for skating.
Yeah,
a lot of
it
people
does.
have been going there recently.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
It looks
so many
insane.
hills.
It's not even
So
that
many
far
hills.
for us to
Yeah.
go there, is it?
no, it's just over
No.
the water, isn't
No,
it? Jump
dude.
on a bus.
2.5
you're there.
hours or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Skip
Yeah,
over the
not far.
pond.
That's
Maybe-
it.
maybe
we should-
literally a stone's throw away.
Yeah.
Same
So
time
many-
zone as well.
Is it?
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
south
yeah.
England.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to go there so bad. Jordan lives in Madrid.
Yeah, he does.
So it's pretty close to Portugal. So he was like, come out to Madrid and then we'll go to Portugal. So I'm like, dude, I'm there. Maybe just vacation mode. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
and if you
Yeah.
go to Hawaii, Sari lives in Hawaii, doesn't he? Arto Sari.
He
lives
does,
in
dude. We
Hawaii.
actually skated with him last time.
You know, when I
this
first
year.
met him, I was like, "Fucking hell, you're massive."
Yeah.
tall guy,
he's
isn't
he's a tall, big dude.
I met him
You gotta be
and
that tall to
Justin
handle
Dolan.
those handrails.
I met him and
Oh,
Dolan at the
back
same
in the
time, and he was really nice, and Dolan was just fucking Dolan. He was just out of it. He's
Yeah,
just
he's-
we had a
he's
bit of
wild
an
one.
argument, but he's an
Did
all
ya?
he's an
You
alright
upset
guy.
him? Why
Well,
did
no,
you
he
upset
upset
him?
himself.
Oh, okay.
So it was at the Volcom the video they did where it was like Volcom presents an extra wildly video. It had like Lintel in it, and Dolan's section is in the section. It's the where he's being cut apart section. Holy
Yeah,
Stokes.
yeah, yeah.
And he was sat in front of me, and he had like his cigarette on and his beer, and there was the Volcom logo on the big projected wall. And I took a picture, and he literally goes, dead eyes me. He's like, "Why do you fucking take a photo when I'm sat inside smoking and drinking, you cunt?" And I was sat behind him, and I can remember I just kind of like booted his chair. And I went, "Oh, shut up, you prick! I'm taking a picture of that." and then I've got the photo, and he goes, "Oh, mate, do you want to get a photo?" And he's in the photo, and he's like, I've got my arm around him like this, and I just look really pissed off, and I'm just like, pointing
Oh
it.
my.
and he's like, "Oh, fucked,"
Fucking
and
hell.
I kind of love how like casually mean you guys are to each other out here. That's something I've realized.
I mean-
like how you guys like, kind of like bully each other and talk shit.
you
to
can
each
insult
other.
Yeah.
someone's entire bloodline.
Like shut up, you prick. Like if we said that in America, it'd get serious. You
Oh,
what I mean?
really?
Yeah, dude. That's a
oh,
fight right there.
Toby calls me a fucking prick every day.
Yeah, no,
But
I
we're still-
love it.
But you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we get on. We're a lovable duo. Shut up, you cunt. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, twat.
Yeah,
Twat,
twat's
You
a good
fucking
one.
twat.
So,
Yeah.
I've heard, you know what? One of the Americans called me a twat, where they said twat,
That's how I say it. The
And I-
guys are correcting
and I
me.
was like, no,
sometimes.
it's
Twat.
twat.
Oh,
You-
oh.
You
here's,
almost don't pronounce the last T. It's like twat.
Twat.
here's the craziest one to me. Aluminum.
Aluminium.
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 You guys say it crazy.
You guys call the aubergine the eggplant, don't you? We call it the aubergine.
Aubergine?
That is the right
I
thing.
don't even
isn't
know
it?
what an aubergine is.
Yeah,
It's the
an
emoji
eggplant.
that's purple that you'd use
The
if you were.
eggplant.
Look at this. There's a full fucking article about like who's
Americanisms.
wrong.
Oh no, I'm just looking up American.
What was
Oh,
that?
American slang?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Just
know.
like
You guys probably know a lot of it.
Americanisms,
I feel like with England, there's
Car
Amer-
park.
you know
Yeah.
Parking lot.
parking lot. Yeah. That's-
Pavement. We call it. You guys
Sidewalk.
Sidewalk, pavement.
Rubbish. Trash.
Trash.
Yeah. You could go on forever.
Bathroom, you say loo, right?
Your toilet.
Shitter.
Pissa, shitta.
Pisser. Shitter.
Take a slash.
Portaloo. Where is it in the country where like if you say to someone, "Can I borrow your phone?" They go, "Oi mate, gives your dog and bone." That's East
So
End,
that's,
isn't it?
so that's rhyming Cockney.
Yeah, rhyming Cockney slang.
So
Yeah.
where my family's from is like North London,
Okay.
which is Cockney land, which is where they have lots of rhyming slang. So it's like up the apples and pears, up the stairs, dog and bone, phone.
What the fuck did Twiggy say the other day when he said someone
so
says
he-
you're a
Funny,
Toby? That's because you're a fucking
You're a Toby jug mug.
yeah.
So
You're a
it's-
Toby jug, so you're
so
a
it's-
mug, so
it's-
you're a muppet.
Cockney rhyming slang, which is, I mean, it's really old fashioned now, but my dad still comes out with bits of it every now and then. It's
That's
it's nonsense.
Clever. Wow.
What we got here? What's that? Bottle and stopper, copper, which is a
Blower.
policeman.
Blower's a good one.
Are
Get me
these
on.
words you
A
guys use?
basin of gravy is a baby.
What the fuck?
This is insane.
Bees and honey, money.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I've heard
Wow.
bees.
Can't keep
Bag,
still treadmill.
Keep still, treadmill.
Oh, that's funny.
Shall we get back on track
Yeah,
for these
sorry.
two less questions
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can enjoy his time in the UK,
Yeah,
not
stop.
being with
Yeah,
these
so we can
fucking
skate
idiots
these
on
curbs
this
out
show.
front.
There's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of censoring on this one because Ace Pelka,
He's just got a potty mouth,
he's
hasn't he?
swearing a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
Coming over here.
You guys swear a lot over here,
Is he
so I've
like-
been swearing a lot more too.
This one is
No,
definitely not getting monetized.
No.
Yeah. We'll do this one and then we'll taper off because he wants to go skate.
Yeah,
And
we
I
don't
want
want
us
to
to get
keep you
away.
for too
Whatever.
long.
And also,
Probably
everyone,
need to eat before I skate anyways.
Yeah.
everyone else is arriving now. Habgood's here and Dick Fingers and everyone's arriving.
Billy Dick Fingers.
Billy Dick Fingers is
That's one more thing. That's another one
nicknames
that
in
the
England.
English have. Is like when we had Craig questions on, it was like, England's just one of those, in it, where you're like, "Oi, come and meet my mate Spoon."
Yeah.
Like everyone's got like there's a
Yeah.
kid that comes here called Ryan, but I couldn't give him a nickname, so I called him Brian. And then I was like, oh, he kind of looks like a brick, like a breeze block. So now he comes
Dude,
in.
can you give me a nickname before I leave?
Ace
You've
Pelka.
literally got
You got,
Ace-
you got a few days to think of it.
Ace
but
Pelka's a hard one because it's a good
You've
name.
already got like a top level, top shelf name. You know, you can't really do much. with that.
Wanker.
Because
I'll message you. All right, Wanker, how you been?
That's too broad. I feel like everyone's a wanker.
Polka dot.
Polka dot.
Polka
I've heard that one before. Yeah.
Dot.
Yeah, that's quite
Oh,
good.
not
Ace
original.
polka
enough.
dot,
Sorry,
yeah.
guys. I'll stay in my lane.
Let's get back. on
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted the main last question. In the last few years, curb skating's become almost like its own kind of entity, and everyone's into it. I mean, it's certainly for me, at my age, having the curbs about, it was kind of like a new thing that I got into. Obviously, you're known for, Slappy Reds is your Instagram handle on that. But what's your take on how curbs is? I mean, it's a whole almost like a sub-genre of skating.
Yeah, it is.
Older dudes who are like, we're giving up trying to flip our boards, and it's just like curbs. But I mean, I'm assuming on a global scale, you notice that in America as well, that curb skating is.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. Yeah, because it's just fun and more things to do, and I
Yeah.
think there's longevity in curb skateboarding, right? Like,
Yeah, there is.
Well, I guess it's super easy as well because everyone has a curb near them, really.
Yeah, and
it is
people
going
can
back
make
to
their
basics,
own,
isn't
and
it? It's like you go to a car park or flat ground somewhere, and there's going to be a curb, or you
Yeah.
can make a curb.
yeah, I think it just goes back to like roots of skateboarding,
Yeah.
just hanging in a parking lot with your friends, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
drinking beers.
It's one of the
skating a curb.
purest forms of original skateboarding. Isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
It's
And
funny how in the last few years it really has ramped up and everyone's got into it.
it has, yeah.
It's even in video
It
parts
has.
now. If
Yeah.
you had a slappy trick in a video part 5 years
Yeah.
ago, you'd
People
be
are
like,
like, what the fuck
the
is
fuck
this?
are you doing, you knob? Like,
Yeah.
Skating's like that though, right? Like it
Yeah.
has trends and it comes in waves. So we'll see if it stays. But I mean, we'll still be doing it, whether it stays
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, curbs and roll and grinds are pretty popular the past few years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're,
I mean,
they're fun.
It's really hard to explain to somebody who, just a standard frontside slappy grind, 50-50.
the feeling.
The feeling from that is like
Yeah.
nothing else. It's like,
Yeah.
I remember learning it when me and Jim would skate into town when we didn't have kids. And we were like, we have to learn this. And
Yeah.
just getting through the mental block of not lifting your truck when you hit the curb and that. But once you get over that, it's like, it's a whole new world, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
New
You can
stuff
just
like-
mash into everything.
Who's your favorite slappy artist in the world right now?
Oh, wow. I mean, Jason Adams is going to be on
Killing
that
it,
list
yeah,
for
he's-
sure.
Skates them fast as well. No complies out of them.
Yeah.
Have you seen that dude? This is a current dude. That dude James Albee in
Albee, I don't think so.
The Pacific Northwest.
Either way, shout out James Albee if you're watching this.
Yeah, he's
find him.
gnarly. I honestly think he's like one of the techest curb skaters. He's doing like tricks you shouldn't do on curbs.
This guy?
Yeah, play like maybe the first one.
Is this through the channel? I think I know this video. Yeah.
Oh, I have seen that.
I've
before.
seen
This
this.
dude's
I think
dude's
you've
awesome.
shown me this.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
this
did.
is the video. This is like his montage of everything.
Oh, that was sick.
I mean, look at how like he's putting in some time to these slappies.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said earlier, when I go skating with my mate Will, he makes slappies look so effortless that when I try them, I'm like, why can't I do this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
frustrating. Because it looks easy, but it's
Oh
not.
my
gnarly.
God.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of NBDs.
Yeah, he looks.
Yeah,
he's
I had
really
a
good.
phase where I would try to skate curbs like this and like spend hours learning stuff, and now I kind of just like to do the tricks I like to do. And
Yeah.
What's
I
your
guess
favorite
keep-
go-tos then? Was it when you get to a curb? What's the
I mean, I think
What's the
one of my
warm-ups?
favorite feeling tricks is a slappy crook.
yeah?
Yeah.
And that's actually the first one I learned. I could not frontside or backside slappy to
Hmm.
save the life of me. But the crook, you're on the nose and you can cheat it a little. So when I learned,
yeah.
I would kind of like lift up a little. But now I just
It is a good
I
feeling.
recently-
to
Love
drink,
that
isn't it? Slappy crook.
I
much-
recently learnt those. I can't really slappy, but I recently learned slappy crooks.
Oh,
I was
sick.
pretty stoked on them.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
good
was
one.
really stoked.
It took me a long time to learn slappies, and I didn't do it till quite a bit later into skating, like probably halfway through
Yeah.
my skate life. Ned from Assault, he was a big curb fiend. That was like all I wanted to skate, so he like pretty much made me learn
Forced
slappies.
you into it.
Shout
So-
out Ned
so
from Assault for getting him on
Thank
the
you, Ned.
curves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about, or do you want to?
Well, if he wants to skate, or I want to see him have a skate and
Oh, well, yeah, we
admire some skate. You don't have to put on a show for us, but
No,
you
but
do
we-
I'm
have
down
to.
to skate.
I'm
You'd
gonna
have
go
to put-
outside. I want to sit outside in the sun.
Maybe put some rails on or something.
I
Yeah,
mean,
let's
I've
get some rails
got
sorted.
I've got my camera on me. If you want to film a curb
film some
trick
Yeah.
or two, yeah,
A couple of
we could
clips
film.
or-
it.
yeah.
Well-
Okay. Do you want to wrap
well,
it up then?
yeah.
And is there
Thank
anything
you.
else you want to talk about?
I think we covered it.
Yeah. There you go.
I
Nice.
hope your experience on the Brain Drain show was nice and there wasn't too much like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
That was
He's
fun.
gonna go away and he's gonna go up to Alan and he's going, "Those fucking dudes."
Yeah.
That podcast."
They're all wankers and pricks.
Yeah,
and
get me out of here. These guys are fucking wankers.
yeah, proper.
But
melts.
anyway, if you want to look into this camera, say your name and you've been watching the Brain Drain show, we're going to roll the credits.
So, okay. My name's Ace Pelka. You're watching the Brain Drain show, and we're going to roll the credits.
Nice. Cheers, Ace. Nice one.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for that. That was fun.
Right, let's go watch Ace absolutely shut down some curbs.